Hi everybody, I'm Natalie Brown. I'm a sophomore at the University of New Hampshire, and this semester I was working as a development fellow at the Esplanade Association. So, nobody likes to be alone. This is a belief that I have held since I was very young. After all, don't we all search for new connections and relationships wherever we go? In my mind, being alone and being lonely were one and the same. A lot of this mentality probably had to do with my childhood. Growing up, there were 3 young girls in my house, me and my sisters, Sydney and Courtney. So growing up as one of 3 daughters, I rarely spent any time alone. My sisters were my best friends, and we did everything together. From a young age, I spent all of my free time in the company of my sisters, my parents, and my friends. This was especially true because of my twin sister. I have very few experiences in my childhood that do not involve my sister in some way or another. We grew up in the same grade, with the same friends, and in the same activities. I've always referred to her as my built-in best friend, and it's something that I wouldn't change for the world. But I didn't truly realize what an impact it would have on me until I got to college. As some of you may know, I'm not originally from New England. I'm from Ohio, and I went to school there until college. I chose the University of New Hampshire, which is 13 hours from Ohio. Of course, I knew that picking a college so far away from home was going to be difficult, especially in the beginning, but what I didn't expect was how much time I would spend alone in the process of my college career. On weekends and during free time, I was able to spend time with friends and have a social life. The problem was that I was friends with a lot of people that had very different schedules and careers than I did, so mealtimes and classes could feel pretty lonely. It was the little things about home that I really started to miss. Family dinners where we used to debrief our days, going on coffee runs with my older sister to catch up, or simply existing in the same space as my sisters, even while we were doing different things. My freshman roommate and I were friendly at the most, but we never truly clicked the way that I did with people back home. This meant that I often spent my evenings alone as well. Since coming to Boston, being alone has much more often been a chance for me to relax and wind down instead of feeling like a punishment or something that I need to fix. On one Saturday afternoon, I found myself sitting in Boston Common on my own, with nothing to do and nowhere to be. I spent some time people watching and just listening to music. I found that I actually enjoyed my time alone, and it got easier each time I went back. I also spent a lot of time at my internship working on my own as a development fellow, which has not been something that I found particularly enjoyable in the past. At my internship, though, it's been a good exercise for me to figure out how I like to work and to find out what kind of styles work for me. I've experienced this in my personal life as well. Often I'll find myself spending time after work going on walks and taking time for myself to be alone and decompress before going back to the apartment. And none of this has anything to do with my roommates, who I love dearly. It's simply because I have found that sometimes it's okay to enjoy my own company. Thank you.